I'm Eric, I'm a game designer, and today we're going to review the game design of Ghostrunner. Ghostrunner is a first-person action parkour game. You're seamlessly running through the Cyberpunk streets, moving around the area to eliminate your targets, and to figure out what is going on with your body. Ghostrunner is all about movement, and the way the different movement mechanics interact with one another. You can slide down a slope to gain speed, or slow down time mid-air to reposition yourself. There are a lot of ways in which you can interact with the environment. Since the movement system is so advanced and includes many ways to traverse around the environment, it can become quite hectic and overwhelming. But Ghostrunner ensures that it isn't, with a well-guided tutorial, which progressively teaches you the ropes of the movement. Though most importantly, the game permits you to make mistakes and allows you to correct it afterwards, in addition to smoothing out the experience from the start. First off, the environment is designed in clear ways. You understand where you're able to go and where you're unable to go. This removes navigational confusion, errors which would arise from the misinterpretation of the level design. The movement system wants you to be in control. They want you to be in the flow whilst playing the game. Therefore, the movement system is quite sticky and forgiving. It feels like you're glued to the wall when you're wall running. And whenever you run around on seemingly small platforms, the game can play around with its actual size. Due to the game's first-person nature, the incredible acrobatic acts you just pulled off may have been a bit easier than your eyes could tell. Ghostrunner wants you to be in the flow, fully immersed into what is going on into the game world, feeling detached from reality. And they guide you to this point through speed. They want you to go as fast as possible, with as little hiccups as possible, as this gives the greatest sense of mastery and skill, and intrinsically rewards you for your achievements. What Ghostrunner does so well to enhance this feeling is to put pressure on the player, because the moment you finally escape this stressful situation, your accomplishments feel even greater. Ghostrunner induces stress in several different ways. One of them is through the music. The beat of the song goes at a steady, fast pace. A pace you can only match when you go full speed and don't slow down. They want you to follow the rhythm and pace of the music, because the faster you go, the closer to the flow. In addition to the music, they also try to accomplish this through the dialogue. At the start of the game, there's an entity begging you to free him from a prison. He is constantly reminding you to be fast, before your enemies get to him. You need to get there as soon as possible. He stresses you out, quite frankly, but that's the whole point. Another point Ghostrunner focuses on is the world building through its level design. The world doesn't feel empty. It feels like you're actually running through a cyberpunk city, with so much great little details that don't seem to be necessary for the primary experience, but all add to the immersion. The details don't only add to the experience visually, in terms of an artistic beauty, but they also add to the sense of immersion, of the imagination of actually being there. At some point we're going to make a mistake. We're going to fail to stay into the flow and keep up with the pace of the game. And that's the moment we respawn. And the game accommodates for this. They understand that you want to get back into the action as fast as possible, as it's crucial for the experience. You fail and get respawned at the latest checkpoint, and you go and try it again as fast as possible. Perhaps not with a different approach, but definitely with an intent of better execution. Ghostrunner does give you options to approach levels in different ways, but when it really comes down to it, it's all about twitch reactions, mastery of movement and execution. If you're unable to keep up with this, the game can definitely frustrate you, especially in longer, more complex levels, which demand higher concentration from the player and punishes you more for failing. Perhaps in an area you need to take down 5 guards, and every time you manage to take down the 4th guard, but not the 5th one, and you have to redo it and redo it, especially considering the unpredictable nature of the enemies. They seem to be shooting straight ahead at you. Sometimes when you slightly mistime your jump, they will shoot you down, but other times you seem to be able to just dash past them. Because of the intensity and high speed of the gameplay, it has become difficult for the player to interpret the telegraphing of the enemies. It's hard to determine when and where they are going to shoot, although the game really tries to convey this information. Ghostrunner is a playground for speedrunners. It's all about the intense action, the flawless movement, and beating your own high score and speed every time you play through it. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Game Designer Plays. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing, and I hope to see you back in my next video. See you there, bye bye.